Welcome to Envisioned Broadcasting Radio, your station for empowerment, music, and talk radio. EB Radio presents Empower Hour with Jaresha. A show that shares the stories behind the journeys of leaders, influencers, and motivators. The Empower Hour with Jaresha begins now.
Hello, amazing people. I am your host, Jaresha Moore Smith, and I am super excited to be on the show today. If this is your first time listening to the Empower Hour with Jaresha show, I am a best-selling author, owner and founder of Empower on Purpose, LLC, where we provide personal professional development coaching, consulting services, and leadership training. I am a John Maxwell coach, speaker, and trainer, and I am the owner of Envisioned Broadcasting, or EB Radio. So we are not going to waste any time today. I truly want to jump right in. Y'all, we are in November, and I feel like we are down to the wire. So I don't know if you guys feel like we're down to the wire, but I truly hope that you are still working on accomplishing your goals. I truly feel like we all should be. It's November. We don't have a lot of time, a lot of weeks left in this year. So today I really want to talk about game plan. What is your game plan? What does your game plan look like for the rest of the year? I know that this year didn't really start off how we may have wanted it to, but that doesn't mean that it can't end how we want it to. So I'm curious, and I'm always curious to know what other people do to prepare for the year, the beginning of the year, and how they truly prepare as we approach the end of the year. We all want to make sure we're going out the year like winning, and we had an amazing year. So how do you prepare? So I need to know that you are not out there just ready to throw in the towel and say, you know what, let's start fresh next year. Because to me, I don't feel like that is the most ideal plan. And y'all know how we do. So because of the fact that this year did not start off like we wanted to, and you know how we do sometimes when we start those diet plans and, whatever kind of plan that we have going on for that week, exercising plans, and then come Wednesday or Thursday of that week, or let's just say Wednesday, we either fall off or it doesn't go right. Some things happen that's unexpectedly, and it either alters, changes, or stops our plan. And then we're like, you know what? I'm just going to start fresh next month, or I'm just going to start fresh the next following week. Well, I'm here to tell you that I don't think that's an ideal plan. And so hopefully you're not, thinking because of the year started off crazy and we're still in the midst of crazy, that you feel like, you know what, I am just not going to focus on my goals. I'm going to just try again in 2021. I need you, if this is the way that you're thinking, I really need you to get rid of that stinking thinking. And I know you guys have heard of stinking thinking. We don't want to think that way. Yes, this has not been the best year for really wanting to win when it comes down to our goals because of COVID. But that doesn't mean we cannot finish this year really winning. Okay. We can finish this year winning. I'll tell you that what has been my most challenging thing when it comes down to either, I'm going to start this diet plan or I'm going to start this exercise plan It is those little things that get us off track. It is when I'm distracted. It is, just any and everything that's going to stop us, to stop me from really being all we can be in this world. And I truly feel like we need to stop that today. So we need to not allow these distractions. We cannot allow things to get us off track. Although this is 2020 has been crazy, we can't allow it to get us off track and get us off our game plan. So, I truly was not going to, put this out there in the world as of yet. But I want to share with you all that I am back on my journey of knowing better and doing better. And this time I am truly coming hard with it. This time I had a chance to reflect and take a good look at myself from 4 years ago. Listen, when I looked at myself from 4 years ago and I was like, where is Jaresha at now? I feel like she is hiding in all of the extra, okay? Because this is truly extra that I am carrying around with me. I feel like she is hiding in all the extra and I need her to come back. I don't know if y'all really are understanding me, but I need her to come. I really need her to come back. So I'm just saying, I need her to come back, and I think she's hiding. I think she is really, really hiding. So a part of my plan for, the end of the year that will transition and move into 2021, it is to be more intentional. I need to be more intentional. Okay. I need to be more intentional about what I need to do in my own life. And that means making better decisions for me, for my health, in all areas of my life. But truly, truly, I know I need to do better with my health and exercising. So I'm going to be honest with y'all. Can I be honest with y'all? So I got married a month ago, which is so crazy because it's been a month that we've been married. I married my best friend, and I had intentions on really exercising more, and I got unmotivated, and there was a time when I had to coach myself, and I had to have that come to Jesus moment with myself, because I felt like a queen, princess, however you want to look at it. I felt like that on my wedding day in my wedding dress. But when we got our professional pictures, I literally felt like I had a kangaroo pouch. I had a kangaroo pouch, y'all. And I'm like, at any given moment, the little baby kangaroo is going to jump out. That's how I felt. That's how I felt. And that's how I feel. Now, those that are listening, please don't get it twisted. I'm not trying to, say that I'm not trying to put myself down. But what I want y'all to recognize is those moments when we have to take a good look at where we are and where we're trying to grow, where we're trying to go. And I knew then that I wanted to do better. And I just was not motivated to do better. So I had my moments. You know how we have our little spurts? Like, oh, I'm so excited. I'm getting ready to exercise. I'm buying this exercising. I'm buying this gear. I'm buying, I'm about to look fresh and look fly. And then we fall off. We're not consistent. And so I had to take a good look at myself. And I said, you know what? This is I can do better moment, because I knew like we know for a fact that when we get to a point in our own lives, whether it's our weight, whatever is going on, we know when we have to make a decision and a choice that we need to do better. And the reality is we should always be striving to do better. So that was my I need to do better moment when I took a good look at myself in those pictures, and they came out beautifully. But looking at myself, I was like, oh my gosh, like I truly could tell Although I was, I felt like I was fitting in my dress nicely. But you know how we do as women prior to our wedding, we want to slim down and really get in our dress, where it doesn't look like we're, stuffed in our dress. So I wasn't stuffed in my dress, but I could look at it and I'm like, oh, I have to do better. That was an aha moment for me. I knew that I was on my journey to do better. That was my do better moment. And don't try to act like I'm the only one out there that has those moments. For me, it was when I was looking at my wedding pictures and recognizing that I could really stand to lose a few pounds in exercise. And let's be clear, we know that for our overall wellness, we need to be exercising, we need to be eating healthier. And if we're not, we know what happens. And so I, at that point, was a result of what was going on with my overall wellness. So not to get too far off track, because I definitely want to make sure we stay focused. Are y'all just ready to throw in the towel on your goals? Are you ready to throw in the towel on your goals that you had at the beginning of 2020? Ask yourself that question. Like, are you really focused on those goals? Are you still focused on those goals? It's November, and what you have to remember is that you still have time. You still have time to start working and taking action on all of your goals. So what I'm saying is, don't you dare let this year end and be defeated and just give up. Y'all cannot give up. I don't care what your goals are. You cannot throw in the towel and just say, you know what, I'm going to start fresh in 2021. And when did you throw in the towel? Because you have all of these weeks, you have all of these days, you have all of these hours, you have all of this time that you can be working on your goals. So there's no excuse, y'all. There is no excuse. And I'm asking you, please do not throw in the towel and just say, you know what, I'm giving up for this year. I'm just going to throw 2020 away and start with 2021. I know so many of us are like, we really want to do that, but I'm asking you, don't do that. Yes, it's been a crazy year, but you can still accomplish your goals. You just have to make a commitment and take action, right? We have to make a commitment and take action. And that is something that I truly tell myself every single day. So I have shared on other shows how I am waking up in the morning, waking up before I am to focus and truly get my life together. Now, this whole process is what I refer to as making boss moves. And I want to share this again because I need y'all to really, really know that this is a part of my plan of, making sure the rest of the year I'm going to win. I said, you know what? I took my moment when it came down to COVID and everything else, but I did not stay there. And I think that's what's so important is when we have those moments where we feel, we may feel anxiety, we may feel depressed, whatever is going on in our life, we just need to make sure that we have that moment to deal with that and then we keep it moving. We don't want to stay there and just say, you know what? I'm not doing anything. I'm not working on the goals today. I'm not working on the goals tomorrow. I'm just going to wait and start next month, or I'm just going to wait and start 2020. How's about you start today? How's about you start right now working on your goals? Quit procrastinating and putting things off. So what are y'all still needing to do to win for the rest of the year? Think about that. Write it down. Make a list of some things that you truly need to do to win for the rest of the year. And, I don't want any of us to go into next year or even December without, making that list. Make that list and start working on that progress. That's so important. So important. Y'all don't even realize how important it is. I tell people all the time how important it is to think on paper. It's so important to think on paper. And we say that, oh yeah, I need to write this down. I need to write this down. Well, guess what? You go, and you go. You don't write it down. And then what happens? You don't remember it. So lists are so important. Making notes, no matter what it is, write it down. Write it down. So the question that I asked was, what are you still needing to do in order to win for the rest of the year? Write it down. Make your list today and start working on action that you can take to make progress this year so that you can start the year feeling productive, feeling like, 2020 was not a waste. 2020, yes, it didn't go how I wanted it to go, but guess what? It ended very well. It ended because I was able to accomplish some of my goals. So yesterday at my house, we had a family meeting, and so this family meeting was called so that we could meet and talk about the plan for the month, the plan as far as holidays and how December is going to go. So we discussed our plan, concerns, questions came up, and we actually answered a lot of questions when it came down to the plan for the holiday season. And truly, this got me to thinking, because some of us, and I realized this too, as I was sitting in this family meeting and, as we were discussing what Thanksgiving is going to look like and what is Christmas going to look like, due to what's going on in the world with family and everything else. And so I was like, you know what? Some of us, including myself, need to schedule time on our calendar right now to plan how the rest of the year is going to go. So it's all about plan, and plan. Now, I know there are things out there that are out of our control, but there are things that are in our control that we choose to do nothing about. And adding time to your calendar is something that you can do now. Adding time to your calendar, scheduling time on your calendar as an appointment to look at your game plan for the rest of the year. So similar to how we did as a family, we sat down and said, you know what, this is what we're going to do as far as Thanksgiving. This is what we're going to do as far as Christmas. And, what each person's role is, what we're going to do as far as a family. Like, we literally broke all of those things down. You can do the same thing as far as your game plan for the rest of the years for your goals. Add time to your calendar to work on your end of the year game plan. And here's what you can do. Look at the 5 areas of your life. So the 5 areas of your life are your health and fitness, your spiritual, financial, and then personal and professional, and then relationships. Again, that's health and fitness, spiritual, financial, personal and professional, and then relationships. And what do you really want to do to improve each one of those areas before the end of the year? So you can actually use this as a guide point for making that game plan that leads into what you're trying to accomplish for next year. That is so good. Oh, that is so good. I absolutely love it, because we don't realize how important it is. Again, I can't say this enough when it comes down to setting those goals and making a plan of action to actually accomplish those goals. Those 5 areas of your life truly gives you a starting point to kind of take each one of those areas and then break it down into, key things that you want to focus on, that you want to accomplish for each one of those areas. And you can start doing that today. I can't say that enough, because this is not something that you have to put off until 2021. You can do it today. You don't have to make a big jump. Just keep that in mind. You don't have to make a big jump. You can, or even a big leap. You can literally just take a small step, okay? Sometimes we have to take those baby steps. Take a small step of action towards your goal. I promise you, if you just take a small step of action towards your goal, you'll feel so productive. You'll feel great about going into the end of the year, and you'll feel even better about starting 2021. But like I said, you just have to take action. You have to take action. You have to take action. Absolutely. I believe that all you have to do is take action if you want the rest of your year to be amazing. So we are going to commit, right? Let's make this commitment today. For the remaining part of 2020, we are going to commit together for making the rest of the year amazing, right? Doesn't that sound pretty amazing? Even though all this stuff is going on around us, that is not stopping you from doing, and having what you want in your life. You are stopping you from doing, and having what you want in your life. You are stopping you from accomplishing your goals. If you're feeling unmotivated, guess what? That's you. Don't blame anyone else about feeling like you don't want to get up and do, you don't want to get up and exercise. And I keep coming back to this exercise, y'all, because I'm talking to myself. Don't blame anyone else for that. That's all you. We have to take ownership and accountability for the things that we're doing and that we're not doing. And I take ownership every single day for me not getting up to exercise and doing the things that I know I need to be doing. And I am holding myself accountable, as well as my coach is holding me accountable for the things that I know I need to be doing. And because I just put it out there, I need y'all to hold me accountable as well. So before I end the show, I want to share a high commitment that I am making. It's a pretty big commitment that I'm making right now. And this is all about YouTube. So we're all familiar with YouTube and love YouTube, and my kids love YouTube. I love YouTube and follow so many amazing people on there. But on my YouTube channel, I love sharing tools, tips, resources, and insights to empower you, the world, for growth and success. And right now, you get access to previous shows as well as empowerment videos by subscribing to my YouTube channel. So I want to invite all of the listeners that are listening today to head over to my YouTube channel and please subscribe to it to, continue to get, not just you listening to the show, but I'm going to be doing some empowerment videos. I'm going to be sharing some amazing tools and tips for, those entrepreneurs, as well as just giving you a glimpse of my life with my kids, my 4 kids, that is, and my husband. And of course, we have a little Yorkie as well. So I will be giving you a glimpse of our lives. And I truly would love to just, I would love to hear from some of you. So please send me an email or message, with your stories and your journeys and all of that. On this show, typically I have a guest where I'm interviewing them for them to share their story and journeys and, their successes, their challenges, their obstacles, and all of that. And truly, it's geared to empower you and the world for growth and success. And I would love to hear from you all. And I would love to have you on my show to even share your story. So if you're interested in that, please email envisionedb@empoweronpurpose.com. I truly hope that this show has been really helpful for you all. I truly love being able to share those tips and tools that's going to help empower you for growth and success. So in closing, I just want to simply say again, what commitments are you going to make for the remaining part of 2020? Start thinking about that. It's not too late. Yes, we're in November. December will be here before you know it. 2021 is knocking at our doors, but there's some unfinished goals that we have to accomplish. There are some unfinished tasks that we need to get done. There are some action steps that you need to do before 2021. And so I challenge you today to focus on your game plan. Your game plan, not for 2021. Your game plan for the remaining part of 2020. I would never say that you shouldn't focus on the next year, but I would say that before you can focus on 2, you got to focus on 1. So I truly hope that the remaining part of 2020 for you is absolutely amazing. And always know that you are created for greatness. So you go out there and you let your greatness shine, because it's your time to shine. And I know that I am ready to go to the next level. And so I know that you're ready to go to the next level as well. So remember to be intentional and be empowered and have a great day on purpose. And I'll see you next time.
Thank you for listening to the Empower Hour with Jaresha, where Jaresha speaks with leaders, influencers, and motivators who share their journey in personal and professional growth, empowerment tips, lessons learned, and keys of success that will empower you to your best self. Follow Jaresha on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Jaresha Moore, and visit www.empoweronpurpose.com. Remember to be intentional and be empowered, and have a great day on purpose.